I was listening to the story about, it was a story of a family in Washington, and the little boy called the Bigfoot the Cowboy Man. And he had, apparently it had made an effort to steal this kid. And it hit me. My children were in that playpen behind me with nothing but a mosquito net over them. It could have crept up behind me and taken both of my children, and I wouldn't have known.
Father just got like a Mustang or something from Wyoming, okay? He had it out in the corral because he couldn't put it in the barn in the stalls with the other horses. It would kick and made all the other horses nervous. Had a Seminole Indian working the horse trying to break it every day. So they had it out in the corral. This skunk ape snuck up behind this horse and grabbed it on its hindquarters. This particular horse kicks out, jumps over the corral, runs into the pasture, to get away. At this point, the rancher's out there just blasted away with the dirty. Skunk ape runs into the swamp.
I went up there one day after that, or 2 days after that. I went up there and sat in the silence up there, and I'm telling you, man, it was free. It was crazy. There was a crazy vibe up there still. I did what I could to kind of get things under control, but I told her, I said, you need to get off this property. I feel like no matter how strong you are, it's almost like standing in the ocean. You can't stand still without moving your feet. You're going to get knocked over eventually, no matter how strong, whatever. You can't withstand a barrage of weird spiritual energy.
What is up, my peeps? How's it going out there tonight? Welcome back to Paranormal Odyssey. I'm your host, Wayne, joined, as always, by my partner in crime, co-host, producer. She wears many hats, Miss Tiffany. How you doing, ma'am?
I feel so much better than I did the last show I did. The longer I talk, the more I sound like the Crypt Keeper.
You did good. I felt bad leaving you by yourself when you weren't feeling well, but
it's okay.
You did a good job.
Thank you. We pulled it off.
Yeah, that was the second one that you went solo on.
It was super fun.
One of these days you'll be having your own show. You'll take off and spread your wings and leave the Paranormal Odyssey family.
You'll kick me out of the nest.
No. I hope somewhere.
Well, no. I mean, I'm good. I really missed talking to you over the Christmas break that we gave ourselves. It was like this really long and drawn out thing, it seemed.
I know. I texted you yesterday or the day before and said, man, I miss everybody. I feel like I haven't done a show in forever. So much so that we almost did a last minute members only last night just to get back in the saddle, but had some stuff come up, weren't able to. When's our next members only? Do we have one scheduled?
Well, we had talked about doing one possibly next Saturday evening on the 13th. Maybe.
Okay. All right. Maybe
we'll see if we can fit that in. Yeah, we can do one before then too. We can do another one, and then we can do the one Saturday.
True. Very true. Let's get all this stuff out the way, pay some bills, one might say. If you have not done so, guys, if you are new to the show, I ask that you please take a second, hit that subscribe button, and help us continue to grow, head in the right direction. Yeah, hit that subscribe button, please.
And if you guys would like to be on with me and Wayne, absolutely send us an email, wayne@paranormalworldproductions.com or tiffany@paranormalworldproductions.com. Also, if you have an encounter that you would like for us to read on Paranormal Odyssey, you can reach us both at those email addresses as well. We are currently booked for January, February, and 3 dates for March were filled today. So reach out to us quick because they are going.
Today was a busy day. You sent 3 emails out to 3 people and got them booked. So it's the beginning of January, and we're booked almost through March.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and that's 2 shows. Or that's 6 shows a month, basically.
Yeah.
That's not including our members only. So, guys, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of work that goes into this. I mean, it's not just the hour and 20 minutes that y'all have us on here. It's Tiffany sending out emails, me sending out emails, both of us looking to find guests. A lot of them do come to us, but they don't all. We got to go out and find some. So there's a lot that goes into it, guys. But we
We'd
love
be
you.
killing it.
But we love you, and we do it anyway. All right, guys, check out our website, paranormalworldproductions.com. You head over there and have a look at all the other shows. Pick you up some merch. We would definitely appreciate that. Yeah, paranormalworldproductions.com. Check it out.
And if you have any questions for tonight's guest, I promise you will. Please put them in all capital letters so Wayne and I can grab them if we miss them or time lapses. Put them up there again, and we will throw them up on the screen.
All right, guys, that's all we're going to hit you with tonight, except for I will mention real quick the members only giveaway. We are up to about 20 members so far, but we got to get to 50, because when we get to 50, we will be drawing a name out of that list, and one person will win a Yeti lunchbox valued at almost $100. Naoma Finn autographed copy of her book. I mean, that's worth thousands. Let's just be honest.
Right?
Naoma Finn, and your choice in a color of Paranormal Odyssey T-shirt. So one person out of those first 50 will win all of that. But we got to get to 50 first. We are at 21, I think, right now. So, yeah, invite everyone. It's just $1.99 a month. We just talked about how much work goes into putting these shows out and giving you guys content, free content. You get a lot of free content. And I just don't feel like $1.99 is all that much to help out a program that you enjoy. And
Right.
if you enjoy, Tiffany and myself and our show, help us out. We would appreciate it. Another way to help us out, if you look at the bottom there, our super chats is open. And that's a really cool feature. If you want to help out one time, you don't want to commit to the $1.99 a month, 199 pennies might be a stretch for some people.
Yeah.
But just a one-time purchase or a one-time donation, you can do that at the bottom as well. We would greatly, greatly appreciate any support that you could throw our way.
Absolutely.
Who we got in the chat?
Mr. Tiffany and Troy Bristol.
So, bunch of the regulars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Les
They're
Durant.
the ones.
Les Durant is backstage. He is our guest tonight. Les is really very, very active in the UFO community, or the UAPs. Is that the correct term now?
I think it's the correct aerial
phenomena. We'll ask him when we bring him out. Got Nigel in the house too. We got Nigel scheduled to come on in March. He's one of them that we reached out to today. He was sent to us from Les. So we are excited about having him on. But I'm going to let Les tell you everything that he's involved in, because it's a damn laundry list.
It is. It's a lot. Yeah, it's very impressive.
Very impressive. Les is a cool dude. We've been talking a little bit, and he doesn't live all that far from me. He lives up there in God's country in the Blue Ridge Mountains. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and bring him on unless you got anything else, Tiffany.
No, I'm good. Bring him on.
All right, how are y'all?
Hey,
how you doing, buddy?
Doing okay. And I'm welcome, and thanks for having me on your show. And this is going to be a good one. I'm really excited to talk to you. So thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm very, very glad to have you. As I know you were listening while you were backstage, and I was gonna let everybody. I was gonna let you tell everybody everything that you have been a part of in the paranormal field. So
Right.
yeah, walk
Okay.
everybody through that. Let everybody know what you've been doing.
Definitely. So I started in 2016. A few years earlier, I had lost my wife for 23 years. She was a really brittle diabetic. And she was in a nursing home and everything. And I had prayed to meet somebody who I had something in common with. And sure enough, she was going through a divorce too, and she was up in Idaho, and we met when we were kids on the island of Guam. Her name's Claudette, and she's actually in some of the videos that I have, and she's actually seen some of the things that I have. Well, anyway, I told her, "Hey, Car." So I told her, I said, "Well, um, I work at a radio station," and I said, "You know what? I have been seeing these shadow figures, but I didn't know what they were." And she said, "Oh, well, I'm a paranormal investigator." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, right. How do you do that?" She said, all you got to do is just use your phone and you just record EVPs. And I'm like, "Okay, what's an EVP?" And so she said that, you lead it out there and you ask questions and you go back and you record it. So sure enough, we were at the station and we were just the only ones there, and we recorded them, and we got evidence right away. And we asked if my wife who had passed away was there, and she said, "Yep." They're like, "All right, okay." And then the station used to be a Spanish station in Texas, and so we even have an EVP saying "Que pasó," so that was kind of cool. Then kind of fast forward, COVID came on, and we had moved to Arkansas, and so we were up there, and we just decided to kind of get into a lot of paranormal stuff and watch a lot of just TV. And we came across these guys called Twin Paranormal, and they're incredible. They're very respectful, and we really like their mantra, the way that they do things. They're very just respectful whenever they go in and talk to different entities and stuff, and that's something we wanted to do. So we decided, hey, we want to get some paranormal equipment. So we decided, okay, we got a spirit box, we got a REM pod, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about those here in a little bit. And then we went to the Chastain House here in Georgia, North Georgia, in Morganton, and we saw some wonderful orbs, and we got some great evidence. If you go to my YouTube channel, it's one of the first videos on there. It's where orbs play and mess around with the guy's cell phone at Chastain House, Blue Ridge, Georgia. And it's pretty incredible. It's like 7 minutes long, but that was one of our first things that we did. And then after that, I had prayed to see things that I had never seen before. So I went back to Arkansas, and I said, I really like the clouds. I'm really into clouds and stuff like that. So I decided, okay, I'm going to stick my cell phone up to the sky and see what I can get. So I put my cell phone on a stand, kind of like this one back here. In fact, it was this one right here. It's just an old stand, and I basically work with stuff that I have here at home, and that's really my gig. Is that I tell people that if you've got any old cell phones lying around the house, that's my gig. That you can still use them. So I put this is the exact phone. Put it on here like this, and hey, and Velcro. Get yourself a lot of Velcro. Put this on here like this, and you turn it on, and I just did it in selfie mode and aimed it up to the sun and to the sky, and just to see what I could see. And I'll be showing you that video here in a little bit. And I will tell you that I caught some UFOs on there, and that's actually one of my first MUFON unknowns. Was from that video. And then the rest is kind of history from there. And so far I've been in a documentary because of seeing a triangle, and I've seen a bunch of major ones too. And this year is going to be a big year. We've got some stuff planned here in Georgia for a get together that we're doing. And shoot, maybe you could come down here. It's going to be kind of a festival, in a kind of celebration of some of the stuff that I do. So I'll let people know more about that when I find out. But yeah, so what I kind of had planned on doing tonight is to kind of show you some paranormal stuff first, then go into the UFOs, and then maybe do a live investigation here. And we had talked about you coming down here and staying with us, and I told you that the house was haunted, and yeah, I'm going to show you that here in just a sec. So do you have any questions for me before I start?
No, I'm sure that they will start coming in anytime. But yeah, man, I tell everybody, all of our guests, we go through a routine backstage before the show, and I tell all of our guests, after I ask you the first question, the show is yours. We take it whatever direction you want to go. So if you want to talk about paranormal first, that's what we'll do, and then we'll just follow your lead, buddy.
Sounds good. Okay, so I'm going to ask you, how many cell phones do you, Tiffany, you two, how many cell phones do y'all have laying around your house that you're not using?
0.
Oh, come on. Oh, you must have iPhones.
I'm not kidding. We personally use iPhones, 3 of them, but we don't have any extras just laying around.
That's why, because they make you get a new phone every time and all that, right? I know. Hey, I know. But iPhones are good for doing stuff with. They're good.
Right.
I've got an iPhone 5 and I caught some UFOs on there and catch some other stuff on there too. So, okay. So basically my thing is an overabundance of evidence. So I've got 3 spirit talkers back here, and a lot of people don't believe in apps, but we'll see what you think when I'm done with these later on. Let me talk about the REM pod first. So basically what the REM pod is, it's a proximity meter. So whenever spirits get close to it, it'll go off. So let me go ahead and explain it to you. And I don't want anybody to say, oh, well, it's defective because the battery. Well, that's okay. Let's take the battery out. We'll just put a new one in. Let's do that. Now these don't come too cheap. They're about 200 and something. They're worth every penny. And I go to Go Stop and get mine. So here we go.
That's Ghost Stop.
Ghost Stop. Yes. Ghost Stop. All right. And there we go. Put that in there like that. Usually helps to get the battery in there, right? There we go. Okay.
Typically.
There, I got it. Okay. Here we go. So I'm going to turn it on. Okay. I'm going to turn up the sensitivity on it. I'm going to set it right over here. Is there anybody here who can touch that for me real quick? It's okay. It won't hurt you in any way. So that's what this does. Okay, the REM pod. Now, if anybody goes by it, great. Okay, I'm going to just maybe leave that on here for just a second. And then the next thing that I have is
less. The sense is like physical touch or what makes it go off? Why would a spirit cause that to go off?
Because of energy.
Okay.
The other thing that I have right here is a spirit box. This is basically just a radio, and it scans through the frequencies of white noise, and you can ask it questions.
Okay.
Now I'm going to show you this in action here.
Wow.
Yeah, it can be quite active back here. Okay. And then, so let me turn this off real quick. And then I'll begin kind of show you some stuff. Now, how many people think that orbs are dust? Raise your hand.
Never given it much thought.
You never given it much thought? Okay, well, that's all right. Not a big deal. Okay, not a big deal. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I've got a bunch of stuff I'm going to show you here first before we kind of get into the rest of the UFO stuff tonight. All right, and let's do. Oh, I don't know. Here, let's just do this here. Podcast discussion. There we go. Paranormal. And all right, I'm going to show you an orb that has face in it, and I discovered this today, actually. So let me show this to you. And share my screen. Okay, and I use a program that's called SM Player, and basically what it does is it's a freeware program. All right, here we go. All right, yes, okay, and basically I use a lot of just free software. All right, here we go. Let's see if you can see this now. There we go. Bam. All right, can you see this?
No.
Oh, go ahead.
It's not there.
Okay, let me stop sharing. Let me start sharing again. Here you go. Present. Share screen. Share screen. Okay, can you see that?
No.
Okay.
There it is.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, there it
Oh.
is.
All right, very good. Okay, so this is. Let me go ahead and open this up here. So
Hold
this is
on,
the full.
It went away.
Went away.
Let me try
Oh.
to share it.
Okay.
No, you're gonna have to do it, Les.
Okay.
There. Wait, I add it to the stage.
Okay.
Come on.
Now I will tell you that things happen when we have
There
these.
we go. There we
Okay.
go.
Got it?
It wants to. It's just
It
not
wants
popping it
to.
up there.
It's just not doing it.
Okay, hold on. Let me stop the share, and then there we go. Remove from studio. Okay, here we go. All right, let's try it again. And then now, like I said, I will tell you that things happen when you are talking about this stuff, and it happens all the time. There we go. How about that?
Now you can see if you can share it, Wayne, or add it to the stage, rather.
There we go.
There it is.
All right, you can still see it, right?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Good. Okay, so this is our hallway. Now, recently we had somebody tell us that our hallway was kind of busy. So by that, I think that they meant that there might have been some spirits. So today I was looking at it and I noticed that I had left a bookmark saying orb with design or orb. So here we go. Check it out.
Wow.
Did you see that little orb? Right up here.
Yeah, I saw something.
Right there.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. So, and also I was in the bathroom and you can actually hear the notification going off. So here we do go again. Let's go back. Okay, it said yes over here. Okay, now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back because what I want to do is I want to just ease your mind and say, yep, this isn't dust, this is a spirit. So here we're gonna go put this up here. Okay, now I'm gonna zoom in. The good thing about this is with SM Player, you can zoom in a little bit. And it's free. So you just go to SM Player info. Okay, here we go. All right. Bring this down like this. Okay, here is the orb. Now, if you notice, there is, can you see my mouse?
No.
You can't see my mouse. Okay, well, let's go ahead and try. Let's do this one more time. I apologize. I want you to be able to see my mouse so I can show this to you. I'm actually going to share screen, but I'm going to do my whole screen. There we go. This makes it a lot easier. All right, let's try that. All right, very good. Now I'm going to minimize this. Okay. All right, here is the orb. All right. Notice over here on the wood that there's no designs. And there's also no design on this wood, right? Okay, so I'm going to zoom out here a little bit. There we go. Let's do that. Okay. All right, and here we go. There we go. Now I'm going to move the orb. And right there, look at that. There's something right there. We can zoom in. Okay. Now this is from November 25th. Okay. See, there's a little indentation there. Okay. And then right here, there is actually a little design. Okay. Let's go back over here again. Right here. Look at that. See how square that is? Now, yep. And then look at that face. There's a frowny face right there. See how that? Let's go back. Frowny face, gone. Go back. Frowny face. Let me zoom out. Okay, I'm using the W to zoom out with. Okay, here we go. All right. Do you see the frowny face up there now?
I saw it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could see it. You can see it clear.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So based on that, we know that orbs are spirits. Okay. So the orbs, they have the energy. All right. Let me show you some other stuff real quick while I'm still sharing my screen. Okay, now just what I want you to do is I want you to just start a little file. Okay, just start a little file and say, well, if that is an orb and that has energy, then let's look at some other stuff that maybe has energy as well. Okay, so I'm going to play this for you where an orb turns off my tri-field meter. Okay, so here goes.
Is this Dawn? Is this Dawn?
Boom. Just like that. Okay, let's go back. And see how the tri-field meter goes off. And
is this Dawn?
Boom. Now, when I was asking, is this Dawn? He shouldn't be in that room. I was told that Don should not have been in that room. If he was in that room, that he needed to leave. And he sure enough turned off my tri-field meter. Just like that. See? Boom. So let's take a look. Up here at the top, you can see that there is still battery in there.
You're no longer sharing your screen, Les.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize. You got to stay on me for this now. Just let me know. I can't be. Yeah, because this happens on occasion. I'm a little ADHD. All right, here we go. Let's try this one more time.
I'm gonna add it.
There you go.
Okay.
You can talk into this by getting close to this antenna or touching this.
Now see the orbs going around it.
Piece up here at the top.
Okay. Okay, now turn that on. That's the tri-field meter.
And you can also fly by this light to get energy.
Okay, so I'm asking them to fly by. All right, and then here. Oh, let me forward it up here a little bit. So this is the actual original video that is also on my YouTube channel. And here we go. Boom, just like that. Let that play.
Is this Dawn?
Boom.
As soon as it went over it.
Is this Dawn?
Boom. Yep.
Wow.
Is this Dawn? Shuts it right off. Okay, so now there's two things now that say, well, maybe orbs aren't always dust. Okay, so let's do this again. We're going to do this one right here. You heard the spirit box going off. This time the spirit box says my name.
Say my name again. Thank you. Say my name again. Thank you.
All right. So we know the tri-field meter's working. We know that that's working. Now let's check out the spirit box as it says bug flyby, and we're gonna watch a bug fly by. Let's see. Okay, and then watch the frequency, how it changes. And boom. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. What do you think about that? Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's do okay, so now that we've thrown in the tri-field meter, we threw in the spirit music or the spirit box. Now let's do someone's coming. Okay. This is where my wife is at work.
Frank.
Oh, there's Frank.
Hello, Frank.
Okay, this is the spirit talker. So we have the tri-field meter going. We got the spirit talker going. This is a K2 meter. It's also used for ghost hunting. And we also have a little cat ball down here that lights up. All right. So there you go. Okay, here's someone's coming. And you see it's 4:05. This is when my wife used to get off at 4.
Someone's coming.
And you can hear the dogs go off, the dogs barking. So let's check this out again. The good thing about this is you can rewind time. So keep an eye on the tri-field meter going off. The K2 is also going off.
Someone's coming.
That's okay.
It spiked way up there. The tri-field meter did.
Mm-hmm. I'm just letting this play. Here goes.
It could be Claudette coming.
That's my wife.
She gets off work in just a few minutes.
Correct.
And the cat ball went off.
There we go. That made the light go off.
You can hear it coming up the road.
That was great. I love that. Thank you for doing that for me. So if you'll notice at the top of the spirit talker, it says 4:06. Claudette gets off at 4 o'clock.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm going to have to save this video.
So anybody can do this with an old cell phone.
There.
And she's like, there. All right. And then my wife comes up. She gets out of the car and, hey, how you doing?
And
So there's that. Now I'm gonna. So what do you think so far?
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Okay. Well, we're gonna keep going if that's okay. I've got. All right. So now we're gonna light up those cat balls. So you can get these on Amazon for like $20 for 5 of them or 6.
we have a little ball over here. It's a little cat ball that lights up. Is there anybody here who can light it up again?
So if your cat's neutered, this won't work, right?
Doesn't actually matter. See the orbs going by?
Going by. Can you light up that cool? Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of them.
Off. Thank you. Oh, thank you for turning it on for me again. Can you turn it off? Thank you. Turn it on one more time. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Can you turn it off now? Thank you.
Yep. Okay, so now we know the cat ball works. We know that orbs are real. Now let's go into this. Yeah, let's do this. So do some sorry. I gave it away. Some security cam stuff, right? Okay, so you can get your security cam. My wife's out there, she's just hanging out. Here we go. Watch this. Whoop. Let's stop it. Yeah. Now that could be Gary and Edith. I'll tell you a little bit about Gary and Edith here in just a little bit. So, but let's zoom in because we can do that. And I'll even tell people how they can record and use their security cam footage when they see stuff that they can't explain. Oh, look, you can almost see something white back there. That's kind of interesting, moving around actually. Wow. Okay.
Like it's reflecting. What? Am I just stupid? Yeah. Why is there 4 of them?
Right. Well, there'd be 2 sets of eyes, possibly. But to me, it looks like that there's a let me change the video on here a little bit. And if I go too fast, you let me know. Say, dude, you're going too fast. Slow down a little bit.
It looks like a reflection to me, does it not?
Yeah. So I'm bringing the gamma down a little bit. Okay, here goes. Oh, no kidding. Right? I discover stuff on my own videos here sometimes. Look, yeah, you can see it moving. It's like something's moving up there. Like all the way around here. Now that's not the only time. Let's do this again. Let's go outside this time. Oh, now I gave it away. I can't be doing that. All right. Oh. This is what I call paraterrestrial. We have paranormal, which is inside mostly. We have extraterrestrial, which is outer space, and then we have paraterrestrial, which is stuff that we can't explain that we see on our security cameras. Why? Because it has to do with the observer effect. If you're into quantum mechanics, quantum physics, it's because that we are recording something and we're bringing it into being. That's why you'll see things on here that you just can't explain. So this is from November 22. And I noticed that these little guys came up right around here. Check this out. Yep. Yeah. What do you think about that one?
It's interesting.
Yes. So this is kind of what I do. So now, oh yes, now I got to tell you about Florence first. Let me show you Florence, and then I'll unshare my screen. But Florence is my wife's grandmother, and she likes to show up quite a bit. But I'm going to show you this example right here. This is Grandma Florence. Oh, and the first part is my wife doesn't know it's Grandma Florence yet. I guess what the name we got again? Yeah. Florence. Florence. Yeah.
We couldn't it was my grandma Florence. I never called my grandma Nana. I just always called her Grandma. Florence. Hi, Florence. Grandma. I love my grandma so much.
Oh, so tell everybody who Florence is.
That's my grandma.
Love
Who I
it.
never called Nana.
Do objects and orbs. And
Victor.
oh, Victor. Hello, Victor. That's her.
That
That's
is,
her.
Florence.
Florence. Yeah. Florence. Yeah. Victor and Florence. Right on, Florence. That's my wife's grandmother. Right on.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
Ta-da. Yeah, she showed us on a podcast. Possibility of some of the resident ghosts that we have. One is my wife's grandmother, Florence. She's hello. If you just joined us, Florence just she is my wife Claudette's grandmother, and she comes and visits quite often. I have I did an investigation where I needed to do the
Florence.
Yay! Yay! Love it! Love it! That's a bingo! Woohoo! Interesting. Yes.
That is pretty
Florence.
crazy.
Oh, Florence! Hey, Florence! That's Claudette's grandmother, Florence. Woohoo! That's a bingo! Hey, all right. I gotta tell my hey, baby, Florence is here. Florence showed up. Of course she did. Yes, we love her. Oh, hey, can you bring me the picture real quick? All right.
She like
Yeah. So anyway, so I'll show you the picture. Yeah. So here's Grandma Florence.
Hey, Grandma.
That's Grandma Florence. And yeah, so later she may just show up.
I was gonna say maybe she'll come by for a visit.
Yeah.
She just may. So I'm just telling you that. So that's my paranormal side kind of all wrapped up in a little bitty bow. Now for the UFO stuff, if you like. Do you have any questions before I get into that?
I probably will think of some, but before you get going on the UFO stuff, I want to let everyone know that the poll question is up. Several of you have already voted. The poll question of the night is the Miami Mall incident a hoax? And overwhelmingly, you people say yes. 73% of you say yes, it is, and 27% say no. What do you say, Les?
I say it is not a hoax. It looks exactly like a gray. It looks like a tall gray. It also looks like a maybe even a Nordic. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, what I saw all day today and all day yesterday, all day before, like, oh my God, that's all that they played on TikTok. And it's all over YouTube.
Yeah, it's weird that it's all taken down off TikTok now.
Yeah, now it's not on TikTok.
Yeah. I have a video possibly with an occupant. Would you like to? I can start off with that right away if you want to do that. That's on my. Okay. All right. So I'm on. You can check this out on YouTube. And this is
the name of your channel?
Yes, it is Objects and Orbs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Naomi has shared it a couple times.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. And all right. So we are going to look at the golden object. Now I originally called it the golden object. But now I don't know exactly kind of like what I want to call it, but this is in 4K. So, but oh yeah, so I called it a cloaked UFO. All right, here we go. Now this is let me share the screen with you so I can do this and settings present. Okay, and while I'm doing this, I also want to let everybody know that I'm in a documentary called Encounters. And it's called Encounters: The Complete Interviews. It is now on Tubi for free. So type in Encounters: The Complete Interviews. I'm in season 1, episode 3. I have a whole hour, just kind of like I'm doing right now. Yeah. All right. So here we go. Okay. All right. And are you able to see the black screen?
I'm gonna pop it up right now.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, So one night I was looking and I heard this. I'm just gonna play it for you. Here goes. And I'll stop in a second. Wow. 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 I still see them. There's 1, 2, and they're 2 red ones, and they're blinking. And it was just that quick. I mean, okay, now, the reason why I said that there may be an occupant, let's take a look in here, just a quick second. Look right up in here and watch this thing in here. And if you look closely, it looks like it moves. And you'll also be able to see the lights on the craft come on.
Was this at your home in Mineral Bluff, Wes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was in July. And here comes the lights. See that head move up there, kind of? There we go. Now, the best part comes at the end. When I recently discovered this, that it's not just it up there. There's some other stuff up there, and it seems to be cloaked. So this is just a little piece of the object. And I put this on here slow for a reason, because I wanted everybody to kind of see. But this is one of my newest videos that I just uploaded. Okay, I'm gonna I'll speed it up here just a little bit. There we go. Oh, right here. Okay. Now you're gonna see this little area piece over here. You're also gonna see a little bit of the dot. Now watch this. Wow. Do you see how that goes up with it? Wow. Wow. I still see them. There's 1, 2, and they're 2 red ones. That's why I thought there was 2. And they're blinking. Oh, now here's the other piece that you don't see because it goes by pretty quick. And they're blinking. Right there. And that back down. And there. There's actually something else up there too. Yeah. So there's that. Now, oh, sorry about this. Kind of strange. Okay, now let's look at some. Let me look at one of my newest one at my mom's house. Here we go. This is probably one of my new favorites, actually. A lot of people say, oh, well, that's a plane. Well, actually, when you see it, you might not think it is a plane. Oh, okay. Well, actually, that right there, that right there is a plane. Okay, here we go. Yeah. This is the full video right here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I'm getting a video of it. Hey, can you go get my mom? Hey, Mom? I just called out within seconds, and it looks like something interesting. You can see the lights on it. So my wife goes in and gets my mom.
When you see a lot of these that change shapes and morph and
In the sky, see it straight above.
Which tree, honey?
The middle tree,
The big one?
this middle one.
See that white?
One. See that white thing above it?
Look here what I'm looking at. Look at my phone, what I'm looking at.
All right.
You see that up there?
It's right
Yes.
out there.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We don't know what that is.
I don't either.
That just came and I just called it.
He said, is somebody gonna come by tonight? And then we seen that
Oh
sitting
my
there.
gosh.
Yeah.
That's not a cloud.
Okay, so let's zoom in on this, just because we want to take a look at it. Now, I also did do a flight radar 24 on it, and there was no clouds in the sky, or no planes in the sky. And you can actually see over here. See how that?
No. That's bull.
That's something.
Not a satellite either.
No. So that's just sitting there. Okay, so that's one of my latest ones. Would you like to see how I summon them?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is something anybody can do. Whenever you call the craft, really the best thing to do is just to do it with gratitude, and just introduce yourself. Just say, hey, I'd like to be able to see you. I'd like to know that you're out there. Can you show yourself? And do it in a grateful way. Okay, so this video that you're going to look at is not edited, other than it just has these titles in it. And then I have some extra stuff at the end. So here goes. This is the exact sighting. This is called Requests and Dedications. Is there anybody here who can fly by? Who can see? You know you're out there. My name is Les. And we'd like to just be able to see you. We see you just about every night. Can you show yourself to us? And then all of a sudden it appears right here. I can show that you're here.
Wow.
And it's going pretty quick. Anybody can do this. There's one right there. Look at that.
So you put the intent out there almost like you do when you're in the woods with Bigfoot.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you do. And the thing is too is they'll get to know you as well. They'll get to where they're waiting for you. So here's another one that's just edited with it. Let me do it. There we go. Wow. Wow. Wow, it's beautiful.
Wow.
Look at that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Let me send this one out to Deanna. So I've gotten to where I dedicate them to people now. Just like that. There you go. I'm like, well, it's okay. If you don't believe, I'll just dedicate one to you.
How often does this happen, Les? Like,
We do it just about every night that it's clear.
and every time you try this, it works.
Yes. And I'm saying that a matter of factly too. I'll tell you even more about it here in just a moment. So here we go.
When I come and visit, you can pull me in a UFO.
Yes. Yes. So this is Vega. Here we go. That way you know it's not moving. So anything that is moving will look different. Like that.
There are two of them?
Just like that. Just like that. That's my new catchphrase. Yep. So yep. So I'm all let me stop sharing here because I've got a lot more, but yeah. So yeah. So like we've already talked about an hour, but we're just now getting to it. So the Nigel is the one that told me how to contact craft, and in July of last year, the government UAP subcommittee came out and said, yeah, that the UAPs are real, and what are we going to do with them? Well, so the thing is that I talked to Nigel about what do we do now? And I told him, I said, I'd like to be able to contact him. And I said, well, how do you contact him? He said, you just ask them to show up, and they show themselves, but you have to do it with gratitude. You have to be thankful. And when they do, you hear me, I'm like, thank you. Just thank you so much for showing yourself. Thanks. And, and we get some spectacular craft My wife gets amazing craft. She don't get as many, but the ones that she gets are just incredible. And she could even do a show with you as well. We walk out in the morning and they're there waiting for us, but more in the evening. So I tell people this is what you do. You just go out around dusk, 5:30 or so, 6:30 or so, and then until about 8:30, especially when it's clear outside. And then in the morning from about 5 o'clock on to about 7 o'clock, and just ask them to show up. And they do.
Now, do you have anything happen in conjunction with them appearing?
No,
Like anything?
there is what they call a CE5 protocol, which is Close Encounters 5, where they do a lot of meditation and maybe some singing and some other stuff. I appreciate it, but I'm not into that. So what you do in your mind, yes, you do call them. You say, hey, can you show up? I do it twice. I'll do it vocally and do it mentally as well. And then they show up very often. There's times where we will see 4 or 5 a night. My friend Dave Baker is he's been abducted, and he's also in the documentary with me. The night that he came up here to visit, we saw about 4 of them, and just one after another. And so, earlier you were talking about what it takes to do a podcast. It's sort of like the same thing to produce the videos that I put out, is because I got a bunch of them, and there's even some that I sit on that I'm just not really sure of yet. But now I've got some videos of some portals where some UFOs are disappearing into the portals. We actually have a Native American stone circle around here. You can find it on Google Maps. And so they said that Native American stone circles are associated with UFOs and portals. So that makes a lot of sense. Also, because this is such a hot spot, it also, let's see, have you seen any with the typical UFO shapes? Of course. Yes. I had a triangle. If you'd like to see the triangle, I can show you the triangle too. There's
a lot of the triangles going around.
Triangle, even the triangle shape is well known as a special design. I guess if you could say it that way. I've got friends who have triangles kind of etched into their skin, and also in other parts of their body, with implants too. So yes, I've seen typical shapes, but mostly the triangle. If you like, I can show you some more stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. So let's do this. I'm going to share the screen again because it's just easier to do it this way. All right. And here we go. Share. Okay. So these are just an assortment of my UFOs, by the way. Okay. So let's see. Yes. Okay. Oh yes. The triangle object. So let's just do this. We're gonna look. This is the very first video that I had with my new Samsung S22. Okay, that's part of it. And the thing is, it has very little sound. And this is it right here. And see, it's just kind of blinking like a plane until we zoom in. Okay, and see, you can barely hear it. Okay, now this is the triangle. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this out, and I'm going to do the, let's see, the triangle. Well, I'm going to do the triangle. Let's see, here we go. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to show you something else. Let's do that. Yeah, because that triangle. Let's go back over here. Sorry about that. I'm kind of just getting a little. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to actually show you this other triangle. All right. Here we go. Yep. Yeah. And this right here too is another multicolor object. So I actually have a few. If you can see on here, see, I've got all these. Okay. Let's look at this multicolor object. Let's see what this does. Okay. Right here. Oh, look at that. Look at that little guy. Now we're going to zoom in on him. Okay. And what I like to do is I like to sit my camera outside and just let it record for a few hours at a time. All right. See how there's a little bit of something out there? Okay. There we go.
Yeah, you can vaguely see those.
Okay. How about that? How about that?
Yeah.
All right. Here goes. Yep. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Okay, and I'm going to pull this out here just a little bit. There we go. Let's try this one more time. That's a good thing I like about the bookmarks. Okay, there it is right there.
Wow.
And it just kind of goes up, like that. Okay, now, let's see. Okay, we saw the golden object. We saw this one. Oh yeah, this is the one with the portal in it. I'm sure you'd like to be able to see the portal, right? Okay.
Yeah, let's look at the portal. We talked a lot about portals on Tuesday's show.
Yes. Okay. Fantastic. So here's what we're going to do. Okay. Top flies left and disappears. Here goes. Okay. There's one that disappears right there. And okay, right here. Right there. And gone. See ya. Bye. Okay. Let's try it one more time. Okay. It's up here. Let me make this bigger here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. Had some people from Hiawassee kind of laughing a little bit, and I was like, well, maybe not after they're done watching this. Okay, here it goes. Boom, just like that. And then we're going to scoot it over, and let's watch it go bye-bye. See ya. That's where the portal is. Now this up here, that's the flare. That's the lens. Yeah, but that's the portal. And then let's do another one. Object top right. There's one. See ya. They like to disappear in the sun. That's why we don't see them, because we can't stare at the sun.
Right.
Right? That's the whole other gig is that especially. Let me show you one over my mom's house. And then
So where do the portals go? Do you know? Like where?
Yeah, there's another dimension. Because if you think about it, if I call them and they let me stop. If I call them and they're there in less than 15 seconds, then they either they somehow know via maybe some kind of a time slip. Maybe they know I'm going to ask for it and they're going to wait. But a lot of people are like, oh, well, these UFOs, why are they coming to Earth millions and millions of miles? No, they're not millions and millions of miles. They're maybe a few 100 miles. Yeah. And they are extremely fast. So that's why They move. That's why they do what they do. Yeah. Now I.
All right, well, yeah, we've already gone over the hour
Uh
left, so it
oh.
looks
Uh
like we
oh.
might have to have you back. But
Okay.
while you've been talking, I've been having these ideas come through my head, and
Yes.
I think I'm gonna take you up on the offer to come and hang out, and I might do
Of
a
course.
live from there, do a show from there, and
You're
maybe
more than welcome.
talk to you and your wife and see if we can do
Yeah.
some paranormal investigating and call in a UFO. Or I think that'd be
We've
really
done
cool.
that. Yep. Yeah, we did that when my friend Dave was here, definitely. And then, all this stuff back here, shoot, we haven't got to that. So that would be a whole live thing too. And I do that as well. But yeah, go. So I tell people, go to my YouTube channel, Objects and Orbs, go to my group, Objects and Orbs. And I'm very selectful about who I let on. I don't just like allow everybody to come on. I try to make sure that that you've had some type of background experience. And then also check. Yeah, thank you. And then also check out the documentary. It's on Amazon as well, but it's also on Hulu, or not Hulu. It's on Tubi, and it's called Encounters: The Complete Episodes. And then
Okay.
anybody who wants to contact me is objectsandorbs@gmail.com. And if you want to friend me on Facebook, if you have questions, I've already had people, the people who laughed from Hiawassee are also the ones who sent me some videos saying I saw triangles.
Mhm. That's how it
Hello.
works.
That's
Steph,
exactly how it works. That's why I love it.
send me all those links, and I
I
will
sure
get them
will.
shared when I
All right.
upload this to podcast.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm really, really excited about that too. And thanks for having me on. And yeah, you'll see some stuff. I mean, I actually even had some Bigfoot stuff set out too, but shoot, you can see it in person.
Yeah, you and I, when we get done here, we'll start setting something up. I'm
All
gonna
right,
be in
sounds good.
the LBL here in a couple of weeks, so it might
All
have to
right,
be after that. But we'll talk about it.
sounds good. All right.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right,
it's
buddy.
nice meeting y'all.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you,
You
Les, for
too.
coming.
All right, thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.
Love that.
Interesting stuff there. He showed us
Yeah.
all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah. Like just the first little nugget. That was like a nugget.
Yeah. And I think that'd be a cool show for me to go to his house and do
Yeah.
some actual paranormal investigating. He was telling us about, before we went on with him, telling us about some other locations up in his area, haunted locations. And y'all have heard me say it so many times that I'm terrified of doing this stuff because I don't want to bring anything back with me. So maybe
Well,
we can avoid that.
right. I'm sure he would know, how to keep that from happening. Like
Yeah.
sage yourself.
Yeah, but he's only like a couple hour drive from me, if that. So we're
Yeah.
gonna set that up and we'll bring that to you, a special event.
That will be awesome.
Get Tiffany to drive from Virginia and come hang out with us.
That would be so fun. But that's a long ways away.
That is a long drive.
Hey, I tell you what, we'll set up a GoFundMe. Put me. I don't know. I'm afraid of heights. I've never ever been on an airplane, so I don't know. That's not a good idea either. So, just kidding. Don't do that to me.
The result of our poll question is the Miami Mall incident a hoax. Overwhelmingly, you guys say yes. 75% say yes. I don't know. I
It's a
think
lot.
there's a lot
It's a,
that's being hidden for it to be a hoax.
yeah. So it was a humongous police response
Yeah.
for what they're claiming that incident to be. I
That is very
mean,
true.
I don't see it.
Tomorrow, I'm going to be a guest on the Rolling with the Bones. It's called Rolling with the Bones and Rattling Cage podcast. They reached
Amazing.
out a couple weeks ago and asked me to come on, so I will be on live with them tomorrow. As soon as I have a link from them, I will share it across all the social media platforms. I'll be on with Dr. Russ Jones on his show, Wide Open Research, next week sometime. And Bobby and I got together today and set up a date for me to come on his show. But it's going to be
Awesome.
next month, I believe. So I'll update before all of that.
You are just busy, 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 busy.
We're trying
Yeah.
to make it happen in 2024.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yes, because I'm starting to sound like the Crypt Keeper. My voice is like I'm hitting puberty.
Well, hurry up and say goodbye.
Goodbye, really quick.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight on our After Hours show. Love you guys. Thank you for all the support, everything you do. Become a member, please.
Yes.
Y'all be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. We'll see you next time.
Bye.